Hello everyone, this video was supposed to be recorded a long time ago now, probably like yesterday or before that, but I spent 2 days playing Minecraft with my bestie homie Xeno, and on that time we played in the Russian language, so I couldn't record anything interesting out of that. At the same time I recorded this video while playing in the Russian language, which isn't exactly the best option to go of, but it appeared to be a pretty funny game nonetheless. Again, in the background you can see the game called Supreme Commander, a pretty old game and very popular in the Russian community. Not sure why exactly I chose this game, but that's the only first one I got to find in my list of games. Again, the joke about that game is I just quite want to make daily videos for about a month, and I'm not sure why though. I just want to test out how this works, because I noticed on the other topic that I posted videos for like 7 days, we were like clips, not exactly full-size videos, and stats for my channel like grew by a lot, and not only on the days when I posted that, but after that. So it's not a short-term boost, but it's a long-term boost. So I want to see what's going to happen if I'm going to keep posting monthly or or daily for a month. I mean, I don't think posting daily is a good idea. It would be better to just post for like once in like 3 days. That's just what I noticed the best results for exactly my channel. So I post the video and just go out for another 2 days of relaxing. But for now, I just kind of want to try myself out and doing it for an entire month. Anyway, today's video idea should be how to be charismatic, and I kind of figured it out. I wrote a script. I prepared all the important parts about this video, so okay, the basic points from point A to point B, but at the same time I started writing an actual script for a video because apparently doing that as I do it usually, like just sitting by and thinking my thoughts straight, wouldn't really work for such a complex video, like making a charismatic approach. And again, I decided like to just shelf it for now and finish the script. Maybe I'm gonna post another few days, maybe later on that. Anyway, the game you can see in the background again, Supreme Commander. It is a strategy game where you're supposed to fight against the enemy team, well, usually. This game exactly is somewhat different, because here it's about surviving against enemy oncoming hordes. So you can see just some units spawning in the middle, and in a very short time span, they're gonna be an insane amount of enemies just coming in my way, and my enemies, my teammates. You can see me playing right here, trying to go for some very cool upgrades, so harvest a lot of mass, which you can see at the top left, just minus 2,500 almost, which basically makes me impossible to create any structures. So I decided to go for exactly this mode, best item there is. It's a tier 4 mass extractor. It's too hard to explain exactly how they work, but basically they take energy and they give you mass in return. This tier 4 extractor, if you build it from the very beginning, gives you a very big advantage, because in usual game there are only 3 tier of extractors, so 1, 2 and 3. So tier 1 extractor costs about like, I think 80 mass, second is 800, third is like 3,200, and they give about 1 mass per second, 7 mass per second, and about 27 mass per second. And the thing about the last extractor, it costs only like 12,000 mass, and in turn it gives 122 mass. So comparatively, going that to exchange is way better, and exactly in this mode you get a lot of extra mass from the beginning, so it's easier to just start from the very top tier and not from the bottom like usually do a normal game. So that's what I'm going for. I'm trying to do that thing, but I kind of screw up on mass. At the same time I'm trying to use my another commander to just fight off enemy of hordes, and it's not going too well, but as you can see, we just trying to don't die, don't die, don't die. I'm like, oh god, I need some anti-air, because you can see something bombing me from the top. It's those bomber planes coming there and here, so I need to build some of those. I decided to just do it right now after the shield pops up. So I pull all of my hives. That's what those things in the middle call. They support the building of units. So you can see them building anti-air right now. Very good assessment. And because of them giving you in the very beginning, this map is very based on build speed and not just thinking for too long. So usually this game is about just slowly figuring out the strategy, fighting your opponents, creating some diverse maneuvers here and there to get an advantage. But here just about defense map, the very straightforward action where you just build as much towers as you can, as much build power as you can, and just harvest as much mass as you can. That's what we usually do. On the bottom from me you can find my very good teammate called Robogear. He's the one who just wanted me to make a cast on Russian language for this game. I'm not sure why. Maybe he sometimes just checked out the videos back in the day, so when I reviewed the funny games he looked and said, damn, you're doing that in English language, but you're some pretty good editing, so why don't you try yourself doing Russian videos? I'm like, yeah, about that. Well, maybe doing Russian videos is an interesting thing for some people again, but I just, for some reason, decided to stick with the English language, and I think that's an error and looking long term. But anyway, if you think it as advantage in the current moment, yeah, it is. But American market is just too much overflown for any type of videos right now. There's too much content, and I can't just compete with that. And I mean, I don't judge on that point. I just exist. I just want to make funny. So sometimes, of course, I want to make some money from that too. But I don't know, man. If I can somehow make like $100 a month from YouTube and just chill out doing some other things I like doing, so you know, I would be really happy. But right now, YouTube gives me like $15 per month. And even those like $10 which I got from my usual $5 a month came from an old video which could advertise to Japanese audience, and they for some reason watched it for like 50% of the views this video had. And on that point, they continued to spread them further. I decided to add another languages to that video. I added Chinese, I think Polish, German, French, Italian, something like that, basic languages. So I'm not sure where this will go, but I'm really interested that it will go further, because usually I just made Japanese language as a joke, and the only thing changed about this video was just the title for it. So it went from the usual Ozen got that to a Japanese version, which is like Ozen got to this. I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. I just did it because I thought it was funny. I also just put a translation, auto-translate to like translate. I put it back in the video, and about a bunch of years later I see that it gets me extra money. So I'm thinking, what if I add translation to other videos? And for now it didn't go as big as I thought, but again, I had like translation for like 3 or 4 videos, which is basically like a joke, to be honest. If you want to do that, you need to add translation for every video, but there's like a single little problem with that. You need to add it manually for every single video, not only the one which you consider being the funniest ones, but for everyone. You don't know what you're gonna blow up. Let's imagine you make a video which Japanese audience likes very well, and English audiences don't care about. That's what happened to my previous video. And I thought, oh, what if I just try everything? So last my video, which I added a Fat King's Guide on how to become fat, I translated it to like 28 languages, I do believe. It's just everything. It's even the American Sign Language, but it just says Among Us a few times, so it's not a good translation, because I don't have automatic translation for hand language, so I decided to whatever. So in between this part of the recording and the previous one has already like 3 hours has passed. It's kind of funny in my opinion. I think I give my payment to the Russian homies again to say that it just takes so much time, I swear, like 12 hours a day, just playing Minecraft. I like, what am I even doing with my life? Why am I doing this? You could say like, oh yeah, it's weekends, right? No, it's not weekends, it's Wednesday, or it's Tuesday. Well, it's somewhere in between. But hey, yeah, I'm just doing YouTube in my free time when I do videos for my man Smith and to other people, which sometimes order me to edit for them. I don't even know how I'm still alive. I'm getting like $100 per month to just keep living, and I somehow just get enough to just pay for a flight and like some food. But I mean, God bless living with parents, man. You can pay like some parts for that, some parts of this, and they're pretty much overall fine if you're living there with them. I mean, of course, it would be better the other way around, but yep, that's how it goes here. Anyway, talking about the game itself, there's some fun things going on. As you can see, I'm building this green thingies. It's called mass extractors. They extract mass. So right now I have about, so I count like 7, 8 of them. I'm building the last one, I think it's 9th. And you're feeling like cornering them. There's this funny thing about this exact game, that you can corner your structures, well, some of the structures of specific other buildings. You can corner mass extractors with extra mass storages, and they provide extra mass income from the mass extractors. You can do the same with energy too. So if you're gonna corner your energy extractor with this energy storage, it's gonna produce more energy. So right now you can see some imbalances going on with this exact build, because if you upgrade one of your mass extractor system thingies, I'm not sure how to call that, to like level 3, the mass can come from one extractor goes from like 120, 140, I forgot already how much it was, to like about 280 or something. So a price of about 22,000 mass, you get an income of 250, I do believe, which comparatively is very a lot. So if you're gonna count, it's like about 100 seconds to pay off. I mean, in short span like this game, that's not really much, but in the same time, it's just really insane mass amount. So I'll just tell that this is a good investment, and I did it the right way around. Right now I just exactly don't know what's going on about in here, because I'm trying to just speedrun this video as fast as I can. I have like about 8 minutes left till the upload. I don't even know if I can do that. if this 8 minutes gonna go by, I'm gonna have my daily upload. I mean, sure, it's not gonna be like that bad, but I just wanna try that. Again, I've been playing this Minecraft server. I don't have even the time to do anything about it. I mean, no, I do have some time to do about it, right? I can just stop and just go do the thing that I enjoy, kinda, but Man, I just can't stop. Boy, I do stop. It's addictive. Living internet is like it's a bad life. And like honestly, you just need to like stop doing that and just sadly go take your adult life if you're an adult like I am. But goddamn, again, yeah, just can't stop. It just goes. It's just an endless wheelchair. It just runs down the hill to the to the bottom pit where you're gonna lose your legs, arms, food, everything like that. I mean, surely you don't need to take the risks all the time. You gotta live your simple, normal life, right? And I mean, I'm kind of living somehow, but I'm living way below where I should be living. So I don't believe I need to take harder choices in my life and just start being a productive member of society. Sadly, duh. But again, you can't just be infinitely this man who just doesn't do anything in their life and just keep living as if. Sadly. Alright, now because I don't really know anything to talk about, I'll start talking about how good to make lasagna is. So, to make a lasagna you need some like piece of paper, or not a paper, unless you like piece of cloth, not cloth, but like sort of sort of food, sort of like tasty thing which you put on a baking pan, and you put some mayonnaise, ketchup. I don't know what you put in lasagna. I never cooked lasagna. Alright, let's go to another topic. Pizza. I made pizza. So you need some flour dough, right? Then you need some I think it's oil. No, wait, I don't remember. So to get a pizza, you need to just go to the shop and buy like a frozen pizza, then put it in the microwave or a heating oven or anything like that, and just heat it up to the point of eating. Yeah, that's how you make pizza, not the normal way around. You don't just go to the shop, buy flour, buy milk, buy eggs, buy other things, just mix it up together to make a dough, then just scratching around the surface and putting ketchup on it, some cheese, some sausages, or the big sausages, like I don't know how to call that, some other meaty things, greenies, mayonnaise again, ketchup again, then mayonnaise again, then little bit cheese again, because I like cheese a lot. Then you just crust the cheese to the point of it being caramelized, and it starts crunching. So imagine a soft cheese on the bottom, but a crunchy cheese on top, double layer with a little bit. It's like 2 a.m. right now, and I'm still recording this video. That's not the fun part at all. I'm just always awake about like 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. So I mean, it's not even the trouble for me just keeping up late, but I want to just exist. I'm scared of getting to the new day. I'm keeping my life go as far as I can. So basically, every time I just go further into my life. Every day I sleep like 1 or 2 hours more, and every time I wake up like hour or something like less. So hypothetically, I sleep like about for 6 or 7 hours a day. Well, in theory, and I'm going a little bit further and further into my life every time. So I went through a full daytime cycle, like about 11 or 12 times already. So I was sleeping in the daytime, I was sleeping at nighttime, daytime again, sleep, night time again, daytime. So it just goes on and on and on and on. This never stops, and I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. My life is not as normal as other humans. Well, I guess. I'm going to my class group chat yesterday, I'm just checking out, and everyone is just a normal human being. They all doing their stuff, they're just working somewhere, they're doing stuff, and what am I doing? I'm on the internet making some funny videos. It just a desperation for my parent. Well, I mean, not exactly desperation, but yeah, it's just coping. It is desperation for me. It's desperation for myself. I would just go with this. I kind of want to get a job. I want to do something. I don't want to just sit straight entire day, just realizing after the day ended that I did literally nothing to achieve in my life. At the same time, I wake up again, I go looking for a job, and I see that all the job requirements are just some insane bullshit that I can never be able to. Well, that's what I believe, of course, but it's just how I see. Like, you know, it's all the job applications are some insane jobs, like some top tier managers or cashiers. There's one little thing about cashiers that I don't really like about it. See, one day in my past, I came to an army, and this is obligatory, I do believe. Is it the word? Yeah, just I need to go for the army, that's what I mean. So they went me to there, and I'm like, oh yeah guys, I don't want to go to army actually. So I go through medicine checks, they like ask me, do you want to go for army? I'm like, well, I prefer not to go to the army. I just go to one, to another, to third. They will just say, nah, yep, you're fine here, yep, you're fine here, yep, you're fine here. So go to psychologist, the ones out there, the scariest part for me. Well, it's not even scary. I just like, yeah, okay, another check, whatever. I'm just accepting the fact I'm gonna go to army or whatever. I just can't dodge that. So I'm coming to them, and they're like, do you want to go for the army? I'm like, well, not really. I would choose not. Do you want to go for the army? Not really. No, okay, do you want or not? No. I'm like, okay. So, if you don't want to go for army, we have a choice for you. You're gonna go through the logical med check. It's gonna go for about 2 weeks, and you need to be living there for some time. You're just gonna check out, but we do believe you can just go home from time to time, because it's not like, not that bad. Spoiler, they was. So that one day I go to, well, I just accepting fact, okay, you know, sure, I don't want to go for like entire year for army. So I ask them, like, are they gonna have any problems after that with like job getting, or I don't know, like life in particular? They're like, well, if you're not gonna drive a car, you're gonna be mostly fine. I'm like, yep, okay, sure, I'm fine with that. Then I prepare myself to go in there. I have like about a week or something. I get my clothes, I get my items, I get some food I'm gonna grab with me, and I'm like, yep, time to go. Bon voyage. Goodbye, minasan. I'm gonna go to a war me, and I'm gonna be the smallest insane human cool ever. I just gonna lay for 2 weeks in this insane place asylum. So I go there actually expecting nothing good, to be honest. So I thought like, oh well, my life gonna be very bad in here. It's like some insane people. I'm not gonna be feeding there. I'm just gonna like lay, probably do nothing. So I pack some of my random books. I get a drawing board, and I just decide to lay down. Well, that's what happened. The first day out there, I met like 4 absolutely insane people that this is still like wasn't friends with all this time. I mean, I can't say I'm still like talking to them too much, but some of them, yep, sure. I talked to like 2 of total 7 people I met in there. So, at first, few days go by, and actually 4 people that were there in my little room for like 7 people total, they rode away. So, like another 2 people left, and then few days later, they're like an entire room just filled in. We got a bunch of other people, and you will say like, oh yeah, they're gonna be boring again. No, they all were insane. Like, what? I'm going to psychological place, and you know, I thought like I'm gonna see some psychologically insane people, and honestly, everyone who were just dodging army by this psychological route were the most like nicest, sweetest people I've ever met, and like, what? You serious? So we became friends with them. We just, the time basically flying by. We play some tabletop games. We speak about stuff. We just exercise in the free time, and oh, we're just going good. You know, we're sharing stuff, sharing stories, playing some shit. It goes real sweet. So the time goes by, it ends, and I go back home. Well, sort of, I start writing back. They tell me something like, you don't need to worry, you're free to go. We're just gonna DM the army, they're gonna call you back in a few days. Just chill out. It's all good by now. So I'm going home, sweet with myself, get my red book of finishing army, and then it's pretty much finished. Yet. Now I just need to get a job. The easy part, right? They told me I'm not gonna have any troubles with it, and hypothetically I'm not gonna have any troubles with this, but at the same time I'm gonna have very big troubles about it. So what do? I find a job and it's all go fine. I go for like a week of pre-education, and then they're like, yep, sure, you're fitting for us. Then the funny thing happens. They tell me, oh hey, you need to get a medical check. I'm like, now? Okay, sure. So they send me for a medical check. I go in there. And what happens? I go through all the stages except for psychological. So, I'm thinking, oh shit, oh well, let's see what's gonna be there. So I'm coming to a cabinet, and what they tell me, hey, you are free from army. So what happened? You are like, I tried to negotiate it by the parlor, just, well, you know, something has happened, I don't exactly know. Anyway, they just somehow knew it was about psychological. Sweated to me again. They asked me to go for another 2-week trip to psychological clinic, and I feel myself horrendous. I don't want to go there again. Even though I said I liked the people being in there, but the overall experience there was just being absolutely horrendous. Well, of course, we got no connection to the outside world, so no internet, no phone calls. Well, sometimes mother visited me, just brought some gifts, father visited me too. Imagine I have a father. So I'm not sure how to conclude this story. I'll just say that my life is somewhat fucked, to be honest. I'm not the best decisions that I have. But somehow I still found some people on the internet who needs some video editing, so I decided to stick with that. And somehow I'm getting some absolutely minimum amount of money just to exist. And I still keep existing. And there's about like 30 seconds left, so I'll just tell that the gameplay in the background was pretty fun to play. They're not like exactly fun to watch, because you need to watch it in a separate recording, or you can just like go around like this. And here you can see like a few towers just shooting each other, like you see just shooting bullets, and bullets just stuff flying mid-air because they want to take a break, and I just open a menu to just draw people. You can see me typing something before that, which actually was died to my computer being so shit, and the person who I was playing just absolutely don't want me to stay in this game, lying everyone out. So yeah, the owner of this game just banned me from the host list, and I never could join the game again.